Love Sock Wool podcast. This is a podcast about knitting and sock knitting and yarn and more sock knitting. It's pretty much about socks because that's what I love to knit because it's so much fun. I hope you're having a good start to December. It's December 2nd, Friday. This might have to be fast and dirty because I'm so out of breath. I'm sorry. I've been trying to gather all my stuff together. I was literally running all over the house trying to find all my project bags so I can show you everything that I have to show you. Juliet's due home from preschool very quickly, so this may have to be like segments, like record a little bit now and I have to record a little bit later so I can fit everything in. It is now day 5 of gray, cloudy weather, and I'm about to lose my mind if I don't get some sunshine. I think I might need to move to Hawaii. Let's move to Hawaii. Let's just do it. Let's just go. I can't really afford to move to Hawaii, but wouldn't that be nice? I need a little sunshine. There's no snow. I don't know what's happening. Like, winter still hasn't really come to Minnesota yet, so this is a little strange. But that's okay. I'm really not complaining about it. Have you been working on your Christmas socks? I will show you what I have completed. I will do that now. Where did I put it all? Okay, so I have finished quite a few single socks, which I have posted on the Instagrams, which I am Love Sock Wool on Instagram and Ravelry, in case you were wondering. So I have my first Leading Men Fiber Arts Oh Christmas Tree done. Yay! It's wonderful. It's on their Show Stealer base, which is an MCN, and it's absolutely luscious. And I have the second one going here, almost ready to put in the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Let me touch the screen, make it not blow out so awfully. And then I'm using Knit Pick Stroll Everglade Heather for the contrast heel and toe. So there is Christmas sock number 1. I finished the first Red Heart Christmas sock with a Deborah Norville, just white, a heel, cuff heel and toe, which I think looks really nice. I have not cast on the second one yet. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll cast it on next year. We'll see. This is Jinx Yarns Gingerbread House. I've got this one done with a nice little pink stroll Dogwood Heather heel and toe, and it's on her beautiful sparkle base. It's so pretty. I love it. I don't have this one on the go either. I did want to finish this pair though this year. There's just too many socks and there's not enough hours in the day. Can you believe I finished the first Under the Tree by Gnome Acres? This is the sock yarn I had wanted from last year but never got a chance to get it. So, and I don't have this one on the go, the second one on the go yet either. Oh well. There's more. No, just wait, there's more. I've got Gnome Acres Fruit Cake on the House Gnome base. And I haven't decided how long I'm gonna knit the leg, so I might be close to the heel. I'm not sure, I haven't decided. That one's a little bit on the back burner. And then we have To Be Jolly. This one is 72 stitches, so this one will be for Ben. And I have them on my lovely Knitter's Pride Royale needles, which I really love. I just think they're so nice. Really enjoying them. I think that might be it. I think that might be it for Christmas socks. That can't be. There has to be more. Well, there's more socks, but they're not exactly Christmas ones, so I will show them to you. I started my second Arthur Weasley sock for Ben because I had intended to get these finished for Christmas so that I can pair them up with my Ron Weasley socks that I knit for him, because I have my Molly Weasley and Hermione socks. Also, they're all Gnome Acres colorways that I love, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it. But you know what? I just love Arthur Weasley. This color is just beautiful. And you know, it's kind of Christmassy. Kind of that pale green. You know, and this is kind of like a rusty red. It's just beautiful. Maybe I will be able to get it finished. I don't know. I've stopped trying to plan my life because I have no control over anything anyway. So whatever I get done is whatever I get done, and that's just fine. Okay, so I think like 2 weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, I'm not really sure, I had placed a Knit Picks order and I got their new base of Chroma Twist, and it's really nice. It's a gradient. It's kind of like Crazy Zauberball. This one is called Red Velvet. It's so beautiful and it's really soft and I love it. I haven't gotten super far, but it came in the mail and I cast it on immediately, like you do when you get yarn in the mail. If nobody else is home and they can't stop me, I get yarn cast on. Okay. All right, then 2 days ago, I was working on my scrappy granny stripe crochet blanket, and I was crocheting in the leftover bits of Ron Weasley from No Makers that I had made Ben some socks with earlier this year, I think in February. And as I was crocheting it up, I was just reminded of how much I enjoyed knitting those socks for Ben and how much I love the Bungalow Gnome base by No Makers, which is a BFL base. And I have a couple of Bungalow Gnome skeins in my stash, so I went and pulled some out and cast on another sock for Ben in Bungalow Gnome with the same pattern that I made his Ron Weasley socks with, and it's that 4x4 garter rib, and I'm knitting these toe up. So I cast on, I think 14 stitches and then increased to 72 so that I could do purl 4, knit 2, purl 4, and then it's a 2-row repeat garter rib. So it's very easy, and I love this pattern. I love how squishy and squidgy it is. It's wonderful, and it's just very cozy and enjoyable to knit. And for some reason, I'm in love with it on the Bungalow Gnome base. And I love how the yarns are pooling and all crazy. And this looks kind of Christmassy too. This is the Garden Gnome colorway that Amanda does. I kind of consider this kind of her signature colorway because she's, you know, all about the gnomes. So these are for Ben, and I cast it on like on Wednesday, and look at how far I am. I'm up the leg. Fish lips kiss heel. And I couldn't be happier. I love it. And then I've got a cute little toadstool stitch marker from Willful Mina. I love it. Here's the yarn. So yeah, sometimes I do crazy things. And this yarn just wanted to be knit because normally I don't knit man-size socks this quickly, but apparently this yarn wanted to be 4x4 garter rib because it's just been so enjoyable. I've been kind of binge watching Downton Abbey because I haven't gotten my fill of Downton Abbey yet. Even though Jilly's Downton Abbey along is done, I am not finished with rewatching all of the seasons because I never rewatched them. I only watched them through once as they were coming out. So it's really fun to go back and rewatch them. I'm in season 3 and now everything's gonna just go downhill because everybody's about to die. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but I won't tell you who. So if you haven't seen it, you won't be spoiled. You have to have full disclosure if you're gonna watch all of Downton Abbey because you're gonna have your heart ripped out and stomped on and put in the blender several times. So it's part of the process. It's part of the emotional, cathartic process of watching Downton Abbey that you will be destroyed at the end of every season and then come back to watch more. It's ridiculous. Okay, where was I? Socks. Okay, I think that was all of that. I'll show you my my Christmas shawl I've been knitting. So I cast on the Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli in Woolen Vine Yarns, Deck the Halls, and Venus Flytrap. I adore it so much. I love it. Look at it, people. Look at it. It's so wonderful, and I'm so happy with it. There's my Jane Eyre stitch marker. If it stops moving, you can see it. There she is. Favorite book of all time. I'm actually on the 5th wedge, which means the 6th wedge I get to knit with all Venus Flytrap for the final wedge. I'm curious to see how big it's going to be because honestly, it's not that deep. So I'm kind of curious as to how big it'll be. But I love it. I'm enjoying it so much that I'm already planning more pure joys to make. I think I'm definitely going to make a Jane Eyre shawl with this pattern with my I Am No Bird Volca as the main color. And then I have No Makers in Sparkle Gnome called Lovey Dovey from Valentine's Day this year that I never knit anything with. So I think I'm going to pair those two together. I should have brought those down to show you, but I don't have time to go get it right now. But I think that will be perfect. So Jane Eyre with Lovey Dovey because it's a romance. It was meant to be. Okay, so here is Deck the Halls, Volca Base by Lovely Woolen Vine Yarns. Just my favorite yarn in the whole entire world. And here's Venus Flytrap. And today is Friday, which means Kristen's having an update tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I believe she's going to have Venus Flytrap and Deck the Halls in her update tonight. So maybe do you want to make a Christmas shawl? Because I think these colors look really fun together. I totally got carjacked last time I tried to get Woolen Vine. I was so mad. It was for her international update. So it's not surprising because, I mean, people from all over the world are trying to buy that yarn at the exact same time. So I was really desperately trying to get the Christmas log colorway because it's so beautiful. But it was my fault because I hesitated. I added it to my cart, but then went back to try to add another skein of a different color. It was gone. I couldn't even check out. So mad. So I've had a couple people ask me, what's your secret to getting Woolen Vine yarn? I don't have one. It is purely whoever checks out fastest is how you get her yarn. So it can be a little frustrating. So just keep trying. That's all I can say. Definitely log into her account. Okay, go to her website. If you don't have an account with her website, make one and log into it first, like a few minutes before the update, so that way it's one less step for when you go to check out. And Kristen says that on her website as well. So that's the only thing I can say. And I don't know if I can shop her update tonight at all. I have some Christmas money that I would like to use for Woolen Vine yarns. But we're going out this evening to a Christmas market or something. It's like downtown St. Paul at like Union Depot station where they're gonna have Christmas, like German Christmas food and Christmas markets. So I'll be on my phone at 6 p.m. like desperately trying to catch the update, but it's probably not gonna go well. But that's okay. All right, what else can I show you guys? Oh, I do have a finished pair of socks that just fell behind the radiator. As you can tell, I'm in a different spot today just because the lighting over here seemed a little bit better. I finished my Dowager Countess socks. Did I show you this? I just finished these last week, so I don't think I had shown these. And I put the label on it because I am going to give these to my mom for her birthday. Mother, you better not be watching. Close your ears and your eyes. But I don't know, maybe she'll forget. Even if she sees it, maybe she'll forget. So aren't these beautiful? And the Dowager Countess she's my favorite character from Downton Abbey, and I think she's my mom's favorite character too. So this is perfect. My mother is probably essentially the Dowager Countess of my family, so which is a compliment. It's not an insult, it's a compliment. So I hope she'll like these for her birthday. I need to find a few other things to add into that package and get that mailed off because her birthday is next week. Yeah, I think it's like in 10 days or something. Yeah, it's in December 11th. A week. It's in a week. So I'm proud of myself for getting these done because I really want her to have those for her birthday. Speaking of Lolo Did It, I'm sorry I didn't say that was Lolo Did It, but it is in her beautiful famous Dowager Countess colorway. This just came today. I got Honeydukes on the same base. It's the Lolo's Favorite, which is a 3-ply MCN merino cashmere nylon. It is so dreamy and luscious and amazing, and I love it. So I was kind of thinking, oh, I should save this for Jilly's, the Knitting Broomstick, her 13 months of magic. But I am totally going to cast them on tonight because we're going to watch a Christmas movie tonight. And I just really want to knit this. And these colors are so happy. Okay, so on Instagram, Exterminate, who has a lovely news feed, Instagram feed, I think it's her, she has this hashtag for like the brightest knits for the darkest days, because as we're getting into December in this hemisphere, we are approaching the shortest day of the year, I think December 21st. So the days are short, it gets darker much earlier out. So she had the idea of, knitting your brightest, happiest colors on the darkest days of the year. And I agree 1000%. I think that's a wonderful idea. So I think this will be perfect for knitting in December when it is very dark and gray and miserable out. Okay, I do have some other stash to share with you, which is very exciting, always exciting. I heard about this new to me indie dyer on the Periscoping Sisters podcast. Hi, Deb and Amy. And it's this lovely Yarn Cafe Creations, and this is the Ocean Mist colorway. Isn't that beautiful? And let's see, what is the content? It's 75/25 merino wool nylon, 437 yards. Look at this skein, it's like as big as my face. It's huge, it's fluffy and floofy and cloud-like. I can't believe I haven't cast on. See, that looks like Christmas right there. This is a Christmas colorway. It's really not, it's Ocean Mist, but it could be a Christmas colorway. Can you believe my self-restraint in not casting this on yet? I've been trying to be good. I've been trying to not be too reckless with all my cast-ons, but it goes in waves. I'll be good for a while and monogamously knit on all of my on-the-go projects, and then by the end of the week, forget it. I'm like casting everything on. I do this regularly. Okay, so this again is a new to me indie dyer that my sweet friend Anna, who's my new knitting in real life friend, hi Anna, who has been knitting her first pair of socks, and she's doing fabulously. She sends me pictures of her progress and I love it. So this is Whip Yarns, and Anna told me about Whip Yarns. She's on Etsy, and this is like a Christmas colorway. She even has like her own Christmas labels. It says lovingly hand-dyed yarns, holiday 16. I don't know if you can see that very well, but this is called Winter Wonderland on her Glimmer sock base. Isn't that beautiful and speckle-tastic? Again, can you believe I have not cast this on yet? I cannot believe I haven't cast on. But I'm trying to be good. She also, on this skein, I took it off, but she included this beautiful little stitch marker. Is that beautiful? This is Fig Bash by Woolen Vine. I wound it up and took it out of my stash just because I want to cast it on, but I haven't done it yet. All I've done is put a square on my blanket, but anyhow, I have it sitting in my basket along with Not a Creature with Stirring, because I really want to knit this too. I can't make up my mind. There's not enough hours in the day to knit all the things I want to knit. Plus take care of people and feed people and clean a house and exercise and go grocery shopping and do laundry. I don't have time. I don't do all those things in one day. Are you able to? I don't think so. Little rant there. Then C3PO came. I know this seems like a lot, but honestly, this has been over a couple weeks, like 3 weeks. This isn't like all in one fell swoop. But isn't this fun? From, of course, Mustache Yarns, and this is C3PO, and this is the one I wanted. She put all of her Star Wars colorways up. I think there's like 12 of them or something. I mean, I would gladly have gotten all of them, but I can't afford that. But this is the one I really wanted because I just really love the colors. I love the yellow and the red and the blue. So this will be fun to knit up. Whew. Okay. Let's see. I do have one other little stash enhancement. And this came, I think it came maybe the day I podcast last, so it's been like 2.5 weeks ago or something. I got this Franken Socks kit from Heverland Yarns, and I've never tried her yarn before. And she has really lovely, lovely colorways. And look at that! It's all like packaged up on these little like embroidery thread doohickeys. So pretty. And I cannot decide if I want to do Franken Socks or wristers or something like that. Or, and this is what I'm leaning towards, is that this is like my own personal advent calendar, like yarny advent calendar, because I know a couple of amazing indie dyers have done whole, like, you know, 24, 25 mini kits, like Legacy Fiber Arts. Oh my goodness, that one was amazing. I totally missed it, but I'm so jealous of everyone who got one of those kits that Sue and Chelsea put together, because they are just stunning. And I think Molly did a yarny advent calendar, and Herb's Splat Regina did one, but anyway, I wasn't able to get any of those. But I got this, and now there's only 20, so there isn't 24, but knowing me, I can't ever keep up with it anyway, so this will be plenty. So I think I will put squares on my blanket with each one of these little minis. And she has these in her shop now, if I'm not mistaken, so if you were wanting a yarny advent calendar but you missed out on the other one specifically for that, I think this is an amazing way to have your own advent calendar. You can pick whatever color you want to put in your blanket, or do whatever you want with it every day. And they're all so bright and cheerful and colorful. I love them. So fun. And I think it's all on her Pax sock base, which is 2-ply fingering 80/20 merino nylon. So fun. So maybe I can put a square today in my cozy memories. Oh, this is my leftover of Dowager Countess. Look how much is left over. That's a ton. I can't wait to put that in my crochet, because I've already put a square on my blanket. So I have 3 new squares on my cozy memories. I put Gingerbread House, Dowager Countess, and then this is one of my minis from the Yarn at Home Mom. I think it's from the 80s collection. It's a sparkle, but I don't think you can see that. But so yes, I started another row. So yeah, so I have the rest of this. I can crochet it up on my granny stripe, which I will now try to show that to you. It's buried underneath everything else. I'm looking out the window because I'm sitting where I can see the bus for Juliet to get off of. Do you hear that truck? That's the trash truck. Trash day. Okay. All right. So I haven't shown this in a while, but this is my crochet granny stripe blanket, and I have been completely obsessed with it. Just see if I can stand up, so maybe I can show you how big it is. Whoa! Look at how big it is! I measured it. I laid it out on top of one of my lap quilts, like sewn lap quilts, one of my Christmas ones, and I only need to crochet like another foot, and it'll be as big as a lap quilt. So then I'm going to call it done, and then immediately start another one, because that's what you do. So I've put in quite a bit, I think from here up. So I just finished in Ron, which is what led me to cast on Garden Gnome. and then of course I had to put Hermione next to Ron, because they belong together forever. And then that's Obi-Wan Mustache Yarns, Smell My Feet. There's like random, some of these little, like there's a little blip of hot pink. It didn't even make it all the way across a row. I was just crocheting in every last little bit. I love it so much. It's so fun to work on. I think that it is chillier out, so it's really fun to have it on your lap and be working away on it. I have so in here I have random little balls that I want to put in, and I tried to pull out all my yarns of socks that I have finished this year, because I want all of those yarns completely used up and put in my crochet blanket before the end of the year. So we'll see if I can do it. I have a bath bomb in here. It's sinus congestion relief. It smells really good. But anyway, I like it. Just kind of scents my yarn. A friend of mine sent me a whole kit of bath bombs, and they're very fragrant. They have essential oils in them, so they're very fragrant. So I just kind of keep them in here to scent my yarn. Okay, so I have another scrappy blanket that I have been enjoying working on, and this was inspired by Amber of the Yarn Hoarder fame. She's got a lovely podcast on YouTube, and she's Yarn Hoarder on Instagram. So she's been also working on a scrappy granny blanket just like this, using up all of her Leading Men Fiber Arts yarns, like, because that's her favorite indie dyer, and so she has a whole blanket, scrappy blanket, just of Steve and Andy's yarn, which is amazing. So I was thinking about that. I was like, well, Woolen Vine is, you know, one of my favorite indie dyers, and I have quite a bit of, you know, half balls or leftover balls from all of my projects that I've made with her yarn. So I went and gathered them all up, and I have them in my kitty bag here. And I started a Woolen Vine scrappy granny. Isn't that fun? I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm so happy that I'm doing this. So I started here, and this is like Octopus Garden. This is I Am No Bird, and then a good chunk of Outlander, Deck the Halls, and now I'm putting in Fairy Hair, which is, I think I'm almost done with Fairy Hair. And then I think I'm gonna put the rest of Monster Mash on, because I love all these amazing colors. And then I've got my leftovers from my dotted rays. I didn't bring the dotted rays down. It's finished, and I did find it. I'll have to, maybe I can do it. Maybe this time I'll remember to bring it down to show it before I upload this. So I've got some Royal Amber. I've got some old Pandora. This is one of her original Pandoras. So a much more muted one. And I have a big chunk of this Lady Hulk on Footsie. Got some leftover Dirty on Purpose on her old MCN base, which is Lush. Love this one. I always loved this one. More Outlander on the old Lush base. And then I have almost a whole skein of Outlander on Halo Alpaca. Kristen, are you going to ever have Halo Alpaca back again, or was that just a temporary thing? Because it is the most amazing base. I love it. So I don't know that I would crochet all of this. I might just do like a couple rows or something, because I could probably make a hat or something with that. So it's fun because like I really want to finish. I'm so motivated to finish this because then all my leftovers can go in my Woolen Vine blanket, which will be exciting. I'm so curious to see how much yarn I'll have left from the Pure Joy, because I'm curious as to how much yarn it will eat. But I'm hopeful that I'll have good little chunks left over, because I want to put them in here. So, yes. What else can I tell you? Okay, so last weekend was a fun weekend. Well, it was Thanksgiving weekend, and we stayed here, and I cooked everything. I probably stressed myself out a little too much, but we made 3 different pies. We made, you know, of course, the turkey stuffing, sweet potato casserole, pineapple stuffing, which was delicious. That was my favorite dish. I made like a homemade cranberry applesauce from the slow cooker, which I made a couple days ahead of time, where it was a bag of fresh cranberries, craisins, apples, strawberries, lime juice and lime peel, and then you cook it all together with some honey in your slow cooker, and then you blend it. So it was really smooth and like a little bit tart. It was perfect. And then I let it sit in the fridge for a couple days with all the flavors blended. It was so good. So we had a fun Thanksgiving dinner, and then what did we do Friday? I did not go shopping on Friday. I don't ever really go shopping on Black Friday because I think it's ridiculous. I didn't do that. actually didn't buy anything at all. I bought a skein of Lolo Did It on Friday. That was my big, huge Black Friday shopping. I got the hippos for Christmas, which I cannot wait to get that. That might end up getting finished. I might actually knit that up like monogamously before Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for that to come. It hasn't come yet, but I cannot wait. What else did we do? Oh, and then on Saturday, Ben and I had a Christmas date. I got him for his Christmas present. I got him tickets to go see A Christmas Carol at the Guthrie, which I've never been there before. It's a theater. I would say it might be kind of the biggest theater in Minneapolis. I don't know. I don't know these things and I don't know much, but it's a beautiful building. Like you can just go in there and just walk around and tour it, and it's kind of like an architectural marvel. It's really cool. So we went to see A Christmas Carol, and it was so amazing. Like the costumes, the singing, it was absolutely fantastic. It was so well done. Cry. It was just so beautifully done. So it was really fun to take him to see that. I figured that we would have horrible seats because I bought like the cheapest tickets you could get. So I was figuring, oh, we're probably like in the nosebleed section. There was no nosebleed section because the way the theater is set up is you're just kind of surrounding the whole stage. So we actually had really good seats. So that was fun. I mean, I felt like we weren't even that far from the stage. So anyway, that was a fun date to get to go to the theater with my man. What else can I tell you? I think that might be it. I'm sorry this is a kind of a short episode. But I had to try to squeeze it in when I could. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and that you're enjoying your holiday knitting. Please come and chitter chatter in our Ravelry podcast group, Love Sock Wool podcast on Ravelry for that group. We have the 12 Socks of Christmas Cow going on. We have a quilt along going on, which I was gonna say, I'm gonna extend that quilt along. I'm gonna just keep that going through the end of January because I haven't had time to do any of my quilting. I have had no time. I don't think I will until January after the holidays. I am hoping to get some more Christmas project bags sewn up for my shop. I am sadly waiting on fabric to come in the mail, and I don't know what the holdup is, but I am waiting on some really cute Christmas fabric to come in the mail so I can quick get them sewn up. And if you were wanting a holiday themed bag, I'll try to get you one. There probably would only be 6 of them if the fabric comes, which hopefully it will next week. So yes, I'm rambling now, so you're probably bored with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday, and God bless you. Thank you for watching and for putting up with me as always. And I'll see you around Instagram and Ravelry. Bye.